watching. You are watching.
You're watching. You guys are watching.
You're watching. Watching Soulful Discussion.
All right, so hello and welcome back. Yeah, we got somebody who was here with us before. So you want to give the people a little brief about how we know each other, how we met the first time?
Your sister approached me.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually, like I am now, smoking, getting ready to skate, and she asked if her brother could do an interview about my feet and some other mental health questions. And at first I was apprehensive, but you know.
Absolutely. I think you said mainly was because, like, first of all, you're a little shy.
I'm shy. Yeah, like I'm an introvert definitely, and like so I'm a bit shy. Like, but once I start talking, like I usually am like, oh yeah, like I got this. But it's just like the getting to talking, you know, like
hurdle,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely. But I think we had a great discussion. A lot of people loved a lot of the stuff you had to say.
That's awesome.
It was really great. Yeah, I think my girlfriend, as soon as she saw your interview, she was like, yeah, this was like the most natural like conversation you've had with somebody. And I was like,
that's so awesome.
It was really good. Yeah. So in terms of the mental health, we talked about it before, right? Is there anything new that you're like looking at or anything like that?
I am really interested in the effects that quarantine has had on mental health in teenagers.
Okay.
And like young kids, like not like kids who were just starting school.
Yeah.
And like then getting ripped out of it and not being allowed to talk to their friends, and kids don't understand really like what's happening
right now, yeah.
And like parents who like, you know, not to be like parent bashing because that's not my intent at all, or my, you know, but some parents really took it very seriously, and like, you know, children were scared, and that's hard to see. And I can't say one parenting way is right or wrong. Like, it's, as long as you're not hurting your kids, like you're doing a good job.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, but you know, it scared kids, you know, and I just wonder how it affected teenagers, like, you know, young love and you know,
Suddenly,
you know,
like you said, suddenly,
yeah,
just like that.
you know, it's, and then like also like my niece, she's never been in school, in real school. So like now she goes to real school, and she is like, she's older already, you know, she's like 6, and she's like, this is weird. I don't like this. Why are all these
it's
people
hard to
here?
try to get adjusted to that now, right?
yeah, and it's, you know, it's like, and I was like, bro, like you're lucky you only have like 20 kids in your class. Like the teacher to student ratio when I was growing up, forget about it. Like you never got one-on-one attention.
Absolutely.
Never.
Absolutely. That's great. I think we went into reflexology a little bit the last time. We're going to talk about that a little bit more today. So let's jump into some of these questions that I didn't get a chance to ask you last time, because I want to see what your reaction is to these. What's something that you like that other people might find to be weird? And I'm using the term weird for a reason. It doesn't have to be something that's weird, but just something that people might look at and be like, well, that's strange to me.
Where do I start?
I
I mean, like, I am like an A1 class weirdo. Like,
Okay.
I mean, all the way around. Like, and all of like, it's weird. It's hard to say because like I'm a strange person.
Yeah.
You know, and I have like a lot of like extremities, and like on each, I'm always like extremely on one end of the spectrum, and then like it's just I like you know, I love anime, and people think, and I like to watch like Japanese anime or Korean anime. I don't like to watch it in English because I feel like it takes away from the fucking story.
Thank you.
You know, yeah.
Subs, not dubs.
Yes, subs. Yes.
Yeah, we gotta be on that side.
I agree. Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
Gotta be on that side. Has anyone ever made you feel insecure about your body or a body part?
Oh yeah. Plenty. Like I've done it to myself. Like, for example, like when I was a teenager, like I started saying I would have big ear days, or like big feet days, or like, and those were just the days where like I felt like my shoes were too big for my feet, for the outfit I was wearing, and the shoes just, and I was like, damn, I got some big feet. Like, or like if I pulled my hair back too tight, I'd be like, damn, girl, you got some big ass ears. You know it. But like growing, like I have stretch marks on my stomach from having kids, and I felt insecure about that. You know, some exes made me feel that way, you know, but it's not, no one can make you feel anything. It's how we accept what they're saying. And that's like, obviously I have my own insecurities about certain things like stretch marks or whatever. And it's my own feelings that I'm allowing them to like influence, you know? And you got to just take responsibility for that and be like, you know what? I don't really give a shit what you're saying.
And so, so what you're saying now, so it's something that doesn't affect you as much now. How did you get to that point where like you don't allow it to
I got tired of feeling like shit. And I felt like I've done so much in my life that like it, you know, people would probably look really down on. But it got me to be who I am, and I'm an amazing person, and I believe that. And I just got tired of feeling like a shitty person, and I got tired of pushing people away because of my own insecurities. And like, you know, I just decided enough was enough, and I wanted change, and I changed. You know, I finally took responsibility for my actions and my behavior and my thought process. And like, once you take responsibility, like everything just like falls into place. Like you just do the steps, and it's like, it's not easy. Like it's fucking,
you gotta start somewhere,
dude, man.
And I think that, you know, like you said, your journey is your journey. So yeah, a lot of people may look down on it, but your journey, whatever you went through, brought you to the spot that you're in now in your life. What if you could change one thing about yourself? Okay, and it doesn't have to be physical. What would it be? Anything. Somebody just came up and they gave you the power
to change
whatever you want.
Oh shit.
This is the one I always get people, and they're like, man, you know what? It's like when I'm by myself and I'm thinking about this, I can come up with all kinds of things. But now that I'm put on the spot, I have no idea what to say. But I want to hear what you have to say about that.
Like, yeah, there's so much I would change or give myself more of like a comprehension and compassion, like not, I'm extremely compassionate, like you know, so maybe not compassion, but I would want to be smarter, maybe. Like I would have wanted to further pay more attention in life. Like, I don't know. Like I don't know. Yeah, I probably wish I would have fucking had more of an understanding from a young age or something. Actually, I did have an understanding.
Yeah.
It's hard.
It's hard
like,
to answer that question, right?
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, I wish I had more, like, I'd paid more attention as a kid, but like I did, and like it wasn't that good for me. Yeah. So like, you know, and like you think you want these things, and I'm like, wait, I did do that though. Like, okay, so I'm just like basing it on things I've already experienced, but I think maybe my tolerance level. I need more of a tolerance level.
Okay.
Yes, I need more of a tolerance level. Okay. I don't have tolerance.
Oh, okay.
Zero tolerance kind of person. Like, I give people chances, but like I don't have any tolerance for fucking.
It's like once you get to a certain level,
and like stupidity, like just blatant stupidity, blatant arrogance, like blatant, just blatant isms, like sexism, racism, fucking fascism, all this shit. I'm like, fuck you. Like I have zero. Like I can't even listen to somebody like talk about it. Like, and I know like to be understanding on all subjects and truly have an understanding of what those things mean, you have to be able to listen to somebody talk about it. And I just get so fucking like I just really like I can't do it. I'm like, no. Like I can watch like, you know, like Ted Bundy movies and shit like that. Like, here, that's the serial killer, right?
Yeah.
And like I can watch stuff like that because like I want to understand like killer's mind and shit like that. But I can't listen to someone talk about that. This is their belief system, and they think that fucking everyone should be fucking with their own kind. Like their own kind. Like, you're my fucking kind. Absolutely. You're a human. Absolutely. Like, what is wrong with you? Are you a fucking different? Are you a different kind of fucking mammal? Like, let me find out, bro. Like, yeah,
exactly.
What the hell?
Great point. So now the last time we talked about how you felt about your feet, I want to know, since the interview dropped, after you saw it, what were your thoughts? How did you feel about it?
I felt like, I was like, oh, that's actually not bad. Yeah. Like, I was like, okay, that's cool. Like, I was like, all right. Like,
and you were a little apprehensive at first, but after you went through with it, it seemed like you got more comfortable as the interview went along. Like you said, you got past that hurdle of talking, and then, like I said, the interview dropped. You got a lot of great compliments from people in terms of they thought that you were really great.
Thank you. That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. So now, can we see what your feet look like again? Let's get to that point. Now this time, you've had time to go out, and she went and made sure that she got a pedicure for this because you want to be. And this is what I always like to do because I like to have people feel more comfortable. Though the first time might have been a little bit more uncomfortable because you're like, my toes are not done. I just got back from a trip.
Man, like I was, and I'm like, it's crazy because like I literally had to go today to get the pedicure because I was like, you know, I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go on Sunday, and like but like work, like literally,
you got a lot going on.
I got a lot going on, and it's always like something's happening, like. And then we get there and like something else happens. We got to do this, and we got to do that, and we're literally like, and it's great, and I love it, and I love working with my friend. Like, like it's so amazing to like see her, like watching her like pursue her dream, and like this company is her freaking dream, and like she is killing it, and I'm like, I'm so like happy to be a part of it and lucky to be a part of it. I just like, I'm like, bro, I got you. Like anything you need, like I got you, you know. And so like I'm always there, like you know, and it's great, but man, is it exhausting.
I can imagine. One other question I didn't ask you from the last time, and let's get you to take your sandals off first, but I'm going to ask you this while you're doing that, and extend your feet out this way. All right. In terms of when you first start dating someone, when is the appropriate time for you two to talk about the stuff that you're into? And I'm talking about an intimacy type level. Like when is the right time to talk about that?
When it comes up.
When it comes up?
Yeah, like, like, I've dated someone that I wasn't, like, physically with until 6 months into the relationship, and I've also dated someone who I slept with on the first date.
Got it.
So
whenever it comes up.
Whenever it comes up, and like, if the conversation doesn't come up, bring it up. Like, whenever you feel comfortable to bring it up. Like, if you're gonna lay down with someone, you should be able to talk to them about what you want and what you don't want. Like, I can't be with someone that I'm not physically compatible with.
Absolutely.
Just like I can't be with someone that I'm not intelligently compatible with.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Intellectually, spiritually,
it's a combination of things, right?
Yes, it has to, like, you gotta connect, you know. And if I'm gonna lay down with someone, like for me personally, if I'm gonna lay down with somebody, then like I'm gonna be able to say like, I like this, I don't like this, I want this, I don't want that, don't touch me there, this is okay, this is not, I will do this, I won't do that. Yeah. You know?
And you have to have that communication so that way you guys both understand
communication and comprehension.
And then also if it's not something that you're willing to do or they're not willing to do, then you can go your own ways and find somebody that, you know, will provide that for you. So let's get you to extend your legs out all the way and then put your toes up. There we go. And what size was it? I think you said it was like a seven and a half. Just one's bigger than the other one, right?
Yeah, my right foot's bigger than my left
right foot's bigger than the other one. Okay, and let me get you to like cross one over the other. Yeah, there we go. So how you feeling? We're going through this process again. Cross it the other way. Going through this process again. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings right now as we're going through this a second time?
I'm like looking at my feet. I'm like, damn, that hot towel massage really did me some justice. Like, I'm chilling right now.
And you got what? This is like a pink. This is like a pastel.
It's like lilac.
A lilac.
Like
okay.
Purple-ish.
It's a really nice color.
Thank you. Lilac is like my favorite color.
Sweet.
Fuck with it.
Cool. All right. So now, one thing we didn't get to do last time, we talked about the reflexology, right? Now, usually, I do a sensitivity test. So if you like to do that, if you're cool with that,
sure.
See how ticklish you are.
Oh, extremely. Like the first time. Okay, so I was just telling Angel about the first time I ever got my toes done, and it was my 17th birthday, and my best friend Jamie took me to she was like, just meet me right here by the mall, like I have a surprise for you. And I'm like, okay. So I go over there, and she had rented the whole salon and like had it decorated and had balloons and a cake, and like she had got me a manicure and pedicure and like massage. Like, it was so awesome. And I actually kicked the lady, and she just barely fucking moved out of the way, and like I got her a little bit in the chin, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like I felt so bad after that. So that's been a like big apprehension for me. Like for years I never got my feet fixed. So I was like, I feel bad, like I'm gonna hurt them.
So are we talking, what's the scale from 1 to 10?
I think like I'm probably like 10. Like 10? I'm 10. I'm well, maybe like 9. Like, right. I'm ticklish as fuck. Like,
okay, so
I put my socks on and I'm like, ha!
we're gonna try this out, and then I want you to tell me. So one's usually more sensitive than the other. You mind if I touch your feet just to
Go ahead.
push? All right, so let's get you right here and right there. Okay. So one's gonna be more ticklish than the other. You tell me which one it is. Okay. We're gonna start bottom to top. All right. Where is it more ticklish at? I want you to tell me that, and then split it back here.
Probably like right there.
Right
Like
here.
right in the right here, like
I
right
see.
as it turns, you know.
Okay, so right near your arch then.
Yeah. Well, actually, and then right there.
Oh, here
actually,
too?
Right there, yeah.
What about here?
Not my toes.
Not so much here, just right here in the arch. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's try the left one, and then we're gonna see what the difference is. Okay.
Oh, for sure that one.
Okay. Are you left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
You're right-handed.
I
That's
am.
shocking. Okay, so now
But- yeah.
usually for a lot of people.
But I drive with my left hand because I learned how to drive stick when I first drove. When the
Okay.
first car I ever drove was a stick shift, so I learned how to drive with my left hand. So so that might be.
That might be what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so here's what I'm gonna have you do. Okay.
And
We're
I
gonna
am
try-
stronger on my left arm too.
We're gonna try something, and I want you to tell me if it's less or more. Okay. I want you to wiggle your toes while I'm doing it, and then you tell me if it's less or more. So wiggle here.
Less.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So the motion, because your soul is like in motion,
Uh-huh.
you can't pick up on the sensation.
Oh.
So when you go get your toes done, maybe if you did that a little bit while they're scrubbing or whatever,
Okay.
you may feel it less. Yeah.
Oh.
So let's try here now. All right.
Less a little bit, but it's still like.
You can still feel it,
Yeah.
but it's less, right?
But I can tell like down like it's. I didn't realize that is
Yeah.
hella different. Like,
Absolutely.
that's
So let me
crazy.
get you to do one other thing. This is something I added into the interview too. So let's get your feet closer together. Okay. Now what I want you to do first, bend your toes over, make a fist. Okay. Now is that easy to do? Is it hard to do?
It's
Any
easy.
discomfort?
No,
Relax.
but it makes my toes look funny. My little toes don't like bend.
Okay. And now let's spread your toes and tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort from that.
No, but I can't really do it.
You can't really. It's kind of hard
Yeah.
for you to do.
Yeah, I can't do
Okay.
it on my left one. I'm
Okay.
barely on my right.
So relax and then put your feet back like this. Okay. And now the last thing, wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel any pain or discomfort from that. Nothing? All right. Cool. All right. So we've gone through the experience yet again. I'm gonna actually get you to do one more pose. Can I get you to get on your stomach? And I'm gonna have you do a pose that way real quick. And then I'm gonna ask you some final questions, then we're gonna let you out of here. All right. And then if you can put your feet up behind your head. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right.
Damn, they skew.
Can you put them up a little higher? Yeah. All right, and then just put them next to each other like that. Yeah, there you go. All right. Still feeling okay?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So, last thing I'd like to ask you, in terms of us going through the whole entire process, what are your thoughts this time? First of all, I approached you again on Instagram to come back out and do this with me.
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was cool. Like I was amped about it. Like I was just like.
Had a lot going on.
Just had a lot going on. Just trying to find like the time to get a day to be able to do it. But like I was cool. I was like I wanted to do it. Like
Yeah. And I appreciate you, man. You came out, man. In terms of like my supporters, you're probably like one of the top ones. I think you were like the third official like person that I interviewed. Because I've interviewed somebody before you on the same day, but you went through the entire process. So you're like that third person that was like really dope. In terms of the interview again, right? Coming back, the new questions and everything. What were your thoughts on that? How did you feel about it?
It was comfortable. It was comfortable. Yeah. Like I felt comfortable the whole time. Like it was more easy this time because like I already talked to you, and then like we talk on Instagram sometimes. So it's like the comfort level is there. So it's like talking to a friend. Like it's like easy now. Like
Absolutely.
It's not. And like I'm an open book. Like I don't really like I'm not good at hiding. Maybe I should ask. Maybe that's what I should do. Is fucking learn how to shut up sometimes. Cause like I just don't do it. Like I have like I've learned like to have more tact about it.
Yeah.
But like if I see some shit or I feel some shit, I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Like it's happening. Like
What
you
did they
need to
say? I
know.
think that don't they have like a saying like when you go through like the airport or like the train station, they say if you see something,
if you
say
see something, say something.
That's you basically.
That is me. I am the poster child
See
for
something,
that.
say something.
Because I am saying it and like, but you know, people don't like that. So I have to, you know, just chill sometimes. Like no,
Yeah.
like it's not even like I'm not even a shit starter. Like and I won't even have an attitude about it. I'll just say something. I'll just be like, you could have asked if she was okay, damn.
Yeah.
You know? And like,
absolutely.
then it's like a whole thing. And I'm like,
yeah.
damn, like, y'all's just sensitive. Like, just fucking take it. Just take it for the words. Don't take everything personal. Like,
Absolutely.
just listen to the words. Don't listen to the fucking inflection. Like,
yeah. So the last thing I want to ask you, and I got this from somebody else I interviewed. What's something that you'd like to say to other people that, from a mental health aspect, like maybe like a life lesson you learned, or some wise words of wisdom, something you could say to my chair?
to always hold yourself above reproach.
Okay.
My grandfather taught me that when I was very, very young.
Okay.
And he used to tell me there's one word that separates a boy from a man and a woman from a girl, and that word is responsibility. You must always hold yourself above reproach. Be better than what you see in the world. Treat others with kindness no matter what. You never know what someone's going through at home, in a relationship, at work, in their personal life. Depression is invisible.
It really is.
Mental health isn't always people screaming on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you gotta treat others with compassion and kindness like you want to be treated, like you would have someone treat your child or your mother, your father, or someone you love, you know. Like act better, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Behave better, do more, like love yourself enough to love the fucking world. Like you need, minus the cuss word obviously, but you know, we for everyone, like trauma isn't always in a wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Like I suffer from trauma. I have PTSD, and I've had extreme episodes in the past, and I had to go to therapy for years to work through that. And you know, accepting responsibility for not getting help for so many years was a big part of that.
Yeah.
And you know, people take trauma that isn't visible lightly, and you just can't. You have to just be kind and just be kind, like all of the time. Like you know, obviously, if someone's putting you in a situation that you know,
it's kind of hard for you to do that. Yeah, but I like those words. Very strong words there. Thank you so much for coming back out.
Yes, of
doing
course.
this again.
Of course.
Appreciate you, and we hope
I
that
loved
you have
it.
a great one.
Appreciate
Okay.
you, man. You too.
All right.